This is a model of compact bone tissue, shown in cross-section. Bone tissue, also called osseous tissue, or osseous tissue, depending on how you like to pronounce it, is a connective tissue. And like all connective tissue, it contains relatively few cells. So these little black kind of spidery parts of the model are the cells, and large amounts of extracellular matrix, which then is the actual hard bone material that you see in the light tan color, what you would call bone when you are looking at it. Compact bone, and that's what this model is very dense, and it's composed of osteons. These tiered cake-like parts of the model that are sticking up are showing you two osteons. And the osteons are made up of concentric rings of dense bony material. They are not like tiered cakes in your body. It's just shown this way so that you can see the individual rings that make up the osteon. You can also see here in the cross-section part these red blood vessels that are coming up. They come up right through the middle of an osteon. So on the top of each of the osteon, the little red tubes represent these blood vessels coming through the middle of the osteon. The canal that they travel up and down is called the Haversian canal, and they supply the cells called the osteocytes. They're the little spidery black parts of the model with oxygen and nutrients and take away their waste products. I'm going to flip the model so that we can look at a different view of it. So just to review what we're looking at, but now from the top of the model, each of these circular tubes, and there's some shown popped out of the model and then many shown just within the model. Each of those are called an osteon. And the osteons are made up of concentric layers of bony material. Each concentric round layer is called a lamella. And all of the lamella together are lamellae, the plural. The middle of the osteon has the Haversian canal, which is where the blood supply comes up through the bone to feed the cells of the bone, those osteocytes shown in black like little spiders. Most of the bone is made up of the hard extracellular matrix. The osteons are where the living cells are located within the lamellae. So you can see here not all of the osteons have their osteocytes drawn in. I suspect it would have cost more money to draw them all in. So they only drew them in part of the model. So let's look at this part of the model where we can see the osteocytes. You can see that they're occurring on the rings of the lamellae. The indentations where they occur are called the lacunae. Lacuna is the singular version. So each indentation, and we can see the little indentations here where they didn't fill them in with osteocytes. Each lacunae is the location of an osteocyte. It's a little apartment where it lives. It is connected to the blood supply in the center of the osteon by small rays or canals that form within the lamellae called the canaliculi. The bone is constantly remodeling itself. So you can see that osteocytes are overgrown by other osteocytes, right? As the bone remodels itself over time and grows larger, as well as even when you stop growing, it's constantly remodeling it.